Hello and welcome to the Tuesday night 6:45 p.m. stream of Adventure Highways Sleuths in Waterdeep Season 2. My name is Blake Homar and I am your Dungeon Master. Jumping right into our players for today, we are missing one, but he is not forgotten. He will probably somehow fall asleep within the first 5 minutes of the game, I promise you. And that is either the character or the player, one of the two. So first and foremost, let's get to the character above my head, Brittany, or the player above my head, playing the character Zari. Tell us about Brittany and Zari, Brittany.
Okay. Yeah, I had that look too. My name is Brittany Raukma. I play Zari, the Battlesmith Artificer. She is currently in the middle of a fight with a bunch of people, fighting herself. It's fine. It's fine.
Yep. Yeah, you're
No
finding that
existential
all of the
crisis here.
companions, yeah, I think we're finding all of the companions for like you guys like Zari's Zari's AAA is like this one's a bear. The last one was like a velociraptor. Like
It was a
Mm-hmm.
T-Rex.
yeah,
My
it was like a
my
T what was it? It was
dinosaur.
a T-Rex, that's right.
Yeah, because I thought
Yeah.
it was like huge.
Yeah, we found that Eugene for this Carl was a pseudo dragon. Like they just keep everything just keeps coming up. Even this other version of Brogan is a cool version of Brogan. Like he's Teddy Roosevelt. Like and he's drinking a beer right now. He's drinking a beer with Brogan. So um, next
No, I
to
had a beard.
Brittany, we have Sarah. Tell us about yourself and your character Carl.
Hi, my name is Sarah Massa, and I play Carlotta Tealeaf, also known as Carl. She is a halfling gunslinger who is on the mission to collect all the Eugenes from all the multiverses and basically become a Pokemon master. Or a
All right.
Eugene master, I guess. Like a Eugene master.
Oh, Eugene.
It'll happen. I'm gonna have my farm back and it's just gonna be called Eugene.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Very nice. Next, under Sarah, we have in the boxes Kyle. Tell us about yourself and Brogan.
So my name is Kyle. I play Brogan Naked Eye, Master PI, Sleuth, Drinker, and Traveler of the Multiverse, in his own mind. He is currently now attempting to corral all the non-nerd Brogans in for having just a great time.
Mm.
And he also happened to pick out that Fenrir was Fenrir, and he is super bad at reinventing himself as a giant wolf.
Yeah. It's like who knew this giant wolf reinventing itself as a giant wolf would be a complete flop for this giant
He
wolf.
just has like a little pair of glasses.
Yeah.
He also has magic and speaks. I'm like, he went very Clark Kent on this, and I was just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, he changed his name to King Harold essentially. Which brings us into the recap, I think, of what's been going on. You all got linked in with the Thieves Guild, being outlaws on the run. The Thieves Guild took you in, being fans of the show. A Illithid who sent you into a pocket dimension, a parallel dimension, in which you are to go meet with the King Harold, win his competition. And as you did, yes, it was an Illithid, by the way, a mind flayer who sent you over.
I was doing him with the mustache because
Yeah,
didn't he also have a
it's like who
mustache?
knew?
It was covered in cheese.
Is that how you do it with the mustache? Like you just put the
I was
fingers under
doing
your
like
nose?
this, like
So
I
it's
can't really do it like a curly one, so I was just kind of doing one like this, almost like a one of these guys, like
Love it.
what that guy from Walking Dead, Abraham.
Yeah.
You mean a Fu Manchu?
Yes, the perfect Fu Manchu
Yeah.
mustache. As you got sent to go meet with this king, find out why the Fomorians have been attacking from a pocket dimension from the a Fey adjacent dimension into the material plane, attacking. And lo and behold, you saw King Harold inside an arena. You also saw about 15 other versions of yourselves. Finding out that King Harold was actually Fenrir, who you defeated in last season. Who knew when he turned into a wolf? Well, Brogan knew. You are sent into the middle of an island battle royale where you find magic items and things along the way, leading you to the center as this magic ring closes on you throughout the whole competition. Now, some of the other versions of you have probably taken out some of the other versions of you. You've already countered one set of versions of you, and Steve has kept a Bard Steve. Now we sit here facing another version of yourselves. We have the Hippo GIF Teddy Roosevelt style Brogan Naked Eye. We have a elf gunslinger Steve, who is almost dead. By the way, we have a knight fighter, a knight in shining armor, Carl, and then we have a druid Zari with a giant bear.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yay.
as we are in this fight, we look across at our foes, some of us looking at new friends that we've met and are sharing a beer with. As I think the last thing we did was the Hippo Brogan handed you his beer stein of dark stout, and you handed him your never ending flask of liquor.
It's quite
Uh,
delicious.
I think that's where we left off. We hit the top of the order now with Zari. What do you do to the druid version of yourself?
Um, I go. Do you really want to fight us? Like, if we band together like they're doing, we could probably take this guy out and save all of our worlds.
Well, Zari, and you can roll a persuasion if you want to take an action to try and persuade the other Zari. But as this druid Zari with long, long, flowing brown hair stares at you, she says, Zari, I'm of the earth, I'm of the ground, and I'm of the soil and of the plants. I commune with them all. And this whole artificer thing you have going is really unnatural. I think it's really ugly.
After that, I'm not sure I want to roll persuasion.
It's
Ooh,
up to
she
you.
said you suck. And standing in the corner. Oh, you can't take
You
that.
hear Carl in the back, kick her ass, sorry. And I'm trying to take the other Eugene.
Yeah, I'll just hit her with my mace twice after
Awesome.
that.
As Metal AAA is staring at this bear that is her AAA.
And then I'll whistle for AAA to attack. So
Very nice.
D20.
As with your mace, you actually take her out on the second hit. So does AAA want to go at her AAA?
No, actually, if I took her out on the second hit, I'll just tell AAA to try. I don't know if he can do an animal handling. I want him to try and calm down
It looks
the
like
bear.
you do an animal handling for AAA.
Yeah.
You speaking through AAA.
Yeah. Like AAA just puts his paw on the back of her, like, sorry.
All right. And so your animal handling of 13 is really not going to get it going. As
Flash
this bear...
of genius. Last flash of genius.
All right, throw it. As this bear is pissed. You've got a very angry bear.
So 13, 14, 17.
17. As the bear heels its head and starts sniffing at the T-Rex.
Yes. AAA got AAA.
You don't know if this bear is exactly your friend, but you do at least know that it is sniffing a T-Rex, and it is not attacking you or AAA.
Yay, we did it.
AAA may be able to ride a bear when this is all through. We'll find out.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
All the cool AAAs hang out together, guys.
That's gonna end up what happening is we're gonna start
Just open a petting zoo, guys, just of like animals.
Yeah, it's Eugene's and AAA's all on a farm together. Very nice. The knight looks over at you, Carl, and says, "This is not over. You are done. Your friend killed my friend Zari, and though, well, sometimes she was a lot to take on, and she didn't understand most social cues, and I mean, she's a good person and all, but let's be real. Hold on, I actually have to refresh my roll 20. She's a good person and all, but let's be real. She could be really mean and bitchy sometimes, but she was my friend. I mean, but also, I mean, she didn't really deserve that. Although there were times I thought about doing it. Wow.
I feel like this is going exactly the way you want it to go. Keep going, friend. And I'm gonna beer clink Teddy Roosevelt. You're on a roll, man.
Carl's gonna look at her Brogan and Zarya and just be like, "Can we just clarify that I am a better friend than her?" Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because Zari is like my granddaughter, and I will kick your ass for killing the other Zari, even though. Wait, no, I got confused now. And she
Isn't
looks
it?
into check to make sure she took all her meds today because she's feeling a little
As you're
off.
counting your meds, you see all of a sudden the other version of you goes to lift her greatsword in the air, and she goes to lift it, and it gets tiring, and she goes, "Yeah, it is getting confusing between all the versions. I killed
I
another version
know,
of me
right?
and you earlier today, actually."
Did you take the Eugene that they had?
No, no, the Eugene had been taken. I mean, I guess they had lost their Eugene. Uh,
What?
no, I only have my
So that's
Eugene, the
probably the
pseudo
same
Yeah,
dragon.
ones you
look, you
killed.
killed them. I would have killed them first from losing their own Eugene.
It's just so wild out here. I've never been on an island like this.
Did you also have a wife in your universe by any chance? Just curious.
Yes, she was so much woman to love.
That makes sense. I assume Belle is the same in every universe now.
Yeah.
Belle is exactly the same. Nothing changes. A hippogriff, blonde. What was
Yep.
her voice like? Like, oh, God.
Exactly. 100% the same person in every universe.
Yep.
And she goes, "Yeah, she was a lot of woman to love." As she puts her
Yeah.
sword on her shoulder and says, "Boy, am I tired. If you're going through the pills, I forgot to pack the blue ones. Do you have any of those blue ones? The ones like shaped like footballs?"
I do, and we're just trading pills.
Awesome. As she puts
I
her sword
the small
down,
yellow ones I don't
the, the
have.
turn keeps moving. The turn order moves as she is now exchanging pills with you and taking the blue ones shaped like footballs. Um, well,
We should
Steve
start a knitting club or something.
looks at the version of himself, and as he realized he axed himself, as the bard version of Steve realized that this version of Steve axed himself. Both the bard, this version, and Steve all fall to the ground and fall asleep. As they do, you hear each of them let out a. As each of them hits the ground, there's of course a Steve level of flatulence that happens that ruins whatever dignity they may have started with.
I bet you it smells like Blam, and it's not a good
Yeah.
smell either way.
No one
And
enjoys
I
that.
think on the side of the Blam packaging, it's probably less side effects of its
Caution.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Ramparts,
this will
just
toss a screen
uncontrollable sleep
gas.
and flatulence at the same time. Like
I picture after the giant fart, they just start snoring like.
all of them uncontrollably. The bard, the gunslinger, and him.
But the bard is singing his me, 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 me.
Yeah. Carl, you are
Yeah.
up.
Okay, so I'm trading pills with this other Carl.
Yep.
Carl is not fully that dumb. Is there any way I can give the other Carl different pills and poison her?
Yeah, you definitely can. I'm gonna need a sleight of hand from you.
Okay. My old lady hands.
Yeah, you're all.
I got 3 to sleight of hand. That's not.
Oh my gosh, you got a
Right.
6 and a 4. These are definitely arthritic sleight of hand. Uh,
Which is funny because I shoot great. So
yeah, that's the thing. You only have one
yeah.
good finger, the trigger finger. That's the only finger you
Yeah.
need, though.
I was trying to use these fingers.
As the other Carl is looking over, and all you hear is crack, crack, crunch, 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 crack, 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 crack. Whatever good favor had been done with your arthritic hands, or whatever good favor had developed between the two of you, is now starting to be eroded by she seeing that you have possibly trying to misstep her kindness.
Can I try and lie and say that cause like just be like, oh, the wrong pill. I am so sorry. They all, and I take out my my glasses of the young boy wizard, and I say like, I can barely see these things. They're so small. Just to like save my ass.
Give a deception.
10.
A 10. She looks at you and arms her sword back up and says, "Those aren't the blue football pills, and you're not as good as I thought. Eugene, we must smite them down, is what you hear her say. It was a good try on your turn, Carl. A good try.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else I can do, or does
A
that count
bonus
as my
action if you
action?
care to, if you have one.
I don't think I do.
I don't think so either.
No.
Unless
I
you
need to
have like a
get some more
second wind.
shit.
Because I know you're a
No,
fighter, so
no, I don't.
you don't
I
have a second
used
wind.
it,
No.
supposedly.
Well, there's second wind, and then there's what is there? There's the action that gets you a whole nother set of actions. I think you
Oh
already
wait,
used
I
it.
have second wind. I don't have an action surge. That's what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
don't
But
have an
I'm
action
fine with my
surge.
hit.
Yeah,
I was gonna say my hit points are fine. I'm at 45 right now.
yeah,
I'd
you're
rather save
square.
it while I'm really low.
The
So yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt Jeff sips some of your drink, Brogan, as you drink some of his, and he puts his hand on the back of the T-Rex, and he says, "Wow, who would have thought? Tropical island, good friends, good drink. What a day."
You know, really, we're just looking for the best in this. So I got an idea. I don't know what you think of it, but I got an idea. So I used to run this gym, and it was all about buff people doing whatever they wanted, let them do whatever. Easy thing, because people that go to the gym, they always go back. But here's the secret to it. We open up a tavern right next to it, so we attract both types. The people that
Ah,
like to work out can go and do their thing, and everyone else gets to drink. Now, I would need another like-minded, wonderful human being. What would you think about going in on something like this? Yeah.
hmm. Give me a persuasion.
Oh, geez. You mean I actually have to be persuasive? Tough.
Give it a try.
All
And when
right,
they
we're
get too
gonna.
big at the tavern, they go to the gym. And when they want to break from the gym, they can go to the
Yeah.
tavern.
Can I do performance instead?
Are you giving like a PowerPoint on the
I
concept?
am. I am. I'm like running down through it. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, take a peek.
Go for it. Give me a performance on the con as your PowerPoint.
Oh,
A
yes.
23. He says, "I almost have no reservations at all. You know what? I have maybe two. We can work it out. I have two ideas for this gym. The first one,
Oh,
the gym and bar. The first one, any sport we kill, we taxidermy and we put its head up in the bar or the gym."
perfect. Gym guys will love that.
And he looks over at the fallen Zari and says, "We could probably start with that head."
Um, do me a favor. If we're gonna do that, let's not do it. So I assume you've seen these awesome things, and I will purvey all the wonderful seeing stones.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely.
So
We're on the show too in our world.
no, no, no. I know. What I'm saying is that whichever world we decide to do this, taxidermying one of the main characters of the show might alienate some people. And I'm real big on making the money, especially because I have 40 illegitimate kids. No, so we should definitely try to, market to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Fantastic. Well, yes, they could take their picture with Zari from my world. And you could just walk up and Zari will be there. We can make her do a funny face or wear a silly hat.
Jesus
You know
Christ,
what? The
this was your
silly hat
friend?
has sold me. Let's go with that.
Fantastic.
100% has not
That's my
sold
first
sold
idea.
me.
And he said, my second
Love,
idea. You know the
love it.
problem. When I walk into a gym, there's all these pesky plates around and not enough places to sit there on my phone.
Oh no, that's gonna be a no-go. We don't like phone people from our world.
Well, the people in your world just don't sit on machines at the gym and sit on their phones. My problem is
Oh
there's not enough
no,
phones.
they do, but we shame them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. That might be well, I'll have to think about it. I hate plates and
I
love
shame
phones.
them.
Oh.
I shame them.
Are you looking at me?
I feel like Zari's
Casually.
legit the person who's just on her phone at your gym just because
I'm
she's there to
messaging
something
someone
or
right now.
You are all being shamed, whether you realize it or not.
what is the guy with 40
Well,
kids?
I'll have to get back to you on the concept. My biggest problem is there's too many plates at the gym and not enough places to charge my phone.
You know what? Despite all my rage, I'm still just a cat that's a mage. There's so much rage.
Well, I'll
you
tell
can
you what,
take a
let's
little
drink
bit,
about
right?
it.
You know what? I will, in fact, drink about it. This is my guy still.
And that was his turn. You pretty much sold him on the idea. You can probably talk him out of the getting rid of all of the plates in the gym and adding phones. I'm sure he'll change that up at some point.
One can only hope because everything he said was terrible and everything I said was great. And that's 100% what Brogan believes, and that's what we're going with.
And Brogan, you're up actually. After we look over at the gunslinger, and the gunslinger is laying on the ground. You see all three Steves are now somehow they fell to the ground independently, but are now all spooned up together. With that much Steve, you can't tell which is little spoon or big spoon. They're all spoon.
With the overwhelming smell of blam, I will expunge the nostrils. And you know what? That's par for the course for Steve. No surprise there. Mr. Hams. Yes, Jeffrey.
Yes.
Please come here.
Yeah, I've been waiting in the back. What are you guys doing? Are you fighting or drinking or a little bit of A, a little bit of B?
You know what? A little bit of everything, my hammed man. I need you to do me a favor.
What might that be?
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a piece of rope. I'm gonna tie it to two pieces of wood. I'm like, you're gonna do me a favor and throw some wood in between these pieces of wood. Pile the Steves on the wood, and then we're just gonna patrol through the beach, the jungle, whatever it is, with all the Steves behind us. I know with those hams, you got the glutes to pull them. So you're my guy today, Steve. Or excuse me, Jeff. For the Steves, you are my guy for the Steves.
You're Steve today, Jeff.
That's like 700 pounds, 800 pounds of Steve right there.
Don't worry. I got your help. I'm gonna pat the AAA underneath me. You're gonna help, right, buddy? Because this guy takes care of us and gives us food.
Looks over, and this T-Rex just looks down at you, looks over at the bear that's sniffing it, looks over at the metal bear, and hangs its head slightly. And Jeffrey starts packing out some wood and rolling the Steves on the forest floor.
As he starts doing that, I'm gonna look over at my AAA and kind of be like, don't worry about it. It's cool. This is only gonna be for a little bit. I got you, bro. kind of throw his little three-fingered like fist bump at him, just kind of give him a little
He's
like,
got the
yeah,
metal paws.
Exactly. I'll be like, I got you.
What did you name your AAA? I forgot. It was something basketball related, right?
Oh, Scottie Pippen.
That's what it was.
He's my number 2. He's Scotty P, baby.
Okay, I knew he had a name. I just couldn't remember it.
The most underrated player in the NBA during his time.
As that, you arrange for Jeffrey getting everything together to get the Steves out of here. You notice, Zari, there's only one hostile around right now. It is Carl, as little as halfling Carl holding a giant greatsword at her shoulder is
before
now ready
before I relinquish the turn, how far is halfling Carl from me as I'm talking?
We'll say about 35, 40 feet, and you're sitting down drinking right now, chilling, like with
No, 100%. I'm just gauging the distance for if, God forbid, something bad happens, I can, in an action, make it 40
awesome.
feet.
Yeah, you'll be able to make it. Your next action.
Yeah. I'm just making sure nothing actually bad happens.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you could definitely, within an action, you'll make it over. As Zari, you see that I guess what I want to say now, evil Carl, who couldn't get poisoned by our good Carl, apparently, is now ready to strike down on our Carl.
The evil one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will cast Firebolt at her.
Nice, for 10 damage.
Yep. And then I'll command triple. Oh no, I have a bonus action. Bonus action, I'll give inspiration to Carl. Or Carlotta. Our Carlotta. Since
Very nice.
Have that with my Ring of Single Ladies.
Your Ring of Single Ladies gives out some inspiration as you shake your hand side to side by the palm. Carl, you are inspired. I love that.
Okay. Carl is reminded that she's widowed.
We just had to take it there, didn't we?
She's
Carl
fine.
comes up to you, runs over, and goes, "Ah, you tried to do something to me. I thought you were a nice person. Ah, I hate kids on my lawn." As she swings a giant greatsword at you. 18 to hit for the first,
Most, I'm pretty sure that hits. Yeah.
and that hits, and then 11 does not. As you take 7
No.
slashing damage as she slashes down on you, pissed.
3,
Rude.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Rude.
Okay.
You are up, Carl, as Steve is snoring, sleeping. You see, if you were to look over on Steve's turn, you see Jeffrey pushing him onto like a makeshift sled right now.
Trying to roll him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still thinking of I hate kids on lawn. I really need to get some new stuff to do, guys. I can't shoot because she's so close. Wait, if I do Suns Out, Guns Out, can I shoot close range or no?
You can step back. There'll be an opportunity attack. I mean, it'll be just a disadvantage shooting that close, you know?
You know what, I'm not gonna.
Base.
No, I have something else. I have a hand axe. I was just curious. Yeah, so I'll slash at her with my hand axe.
Very nice.
Wait, do I have? You know, you gave me inspiration.
Yeah.
You're inspired. You can roll for it if you want. You just have to beat a 14. It's a D6, I think, right?
Yes, it's the lowest one, so D6.
Ooh, so I need like a 5 or
15.
yeah, I need a
5.
Oh!
Hey!
Hey, you did it.
14.
You did it.
Exactly, because the guns are out. So you knew that 5 was coming, girl.
I actually have
Minus-
guns now, but yeah.
6. We can say your hand axe is shaped like a revolver, like if you're holding it by the barrel.
Yeah,
but-
I was gonna do if it failed miserably. Carl was gonna like throw her back out or something, but she just goes. And man, Eugene falls off my shoulder because I use so much of my strength because I don't use my hand axe all that much. He just goes.
As you notice, all of a sudden, the Brogan over by you, he goes, Brogan, have you ever seen this? As he drinks his beer, he holds up a long musket. It's almost got like a blunderbuss front. And as
Ooh.
he holds it up to you, he goes, Carl, just stop being so mean to the other Carl. As he goes and shoots the musket at the one that is swinging at you, Carl. And she
Oh.
takes
She was not his
6
friend?
musket
It's
damage.
questionable because he suggested to make a taxidermy out of his Zari.
Yeah.
So I was like, what kind of friend is he? If he's like saying like, oh, we can make one out of her first.
Exactly. Like this man's his morality is slightly questionable, but
I
his
was gonna say this
positive
guy is not
attitude,
Teddy Roosevelt.
yeah, his
Sorry, she's
morality
kind of
is
like, you should
questionable.
kill
His
him before
positive
he
attitude
does
is
anything
This
worse.
guy's not Robin Wilson, Robin Williams, who played Teddy Roosevelt in Night at the Museum.
Yes, it's kind of like that kind of a Teddy Roosevelt.
No,
And
I said
every
he's not,
caricature of Teddy
because he's
Roosevelt.
wanting to taxidermy his friend, his dead friend. No, Robin
He's the
Williams is
closest thing
better
to a
than that.
necromancer that's not a necromancer.
Yep. As he shot at the other Carl, not our Carl. He shot at his Carl, just telling her, just stop, please. Gosh.
Is she dead?
No, she's alive. She's below half health now. Not looking good.
Oh.
Steve is still the gunslinger. Steve is still on the ground, sleeping on a sled. As Jeffrey is sitting on all 3 bodies as they are piled on top of each other. He is just sitting, huffing and puffing at the moment.
Fair enough.
Brogan, you
Steve
are
is
up.
heavy.
Well, first of all, he's being the best Jeffrey we could have expected him to be, so no complaints in the world here. But obviously we know now exactly what's going on. So I'm gonna pop up, stretch a little bit, look over to the other Brogan, ask him, will you watch my drink, sir?
Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and speed this along. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a running jump kick at whatever is left.
Carl.
By whatever is
Yeah,
left,
the knight
obviously, the
Carl,
only
the one
Carl,
with the
yeah.
great sword and armor.
Oh yeah. We're gonna give it the old running jump kick. And we'll razzle dazzle it too, and we'll free action throw that hunter's mark.
Nice. Yeah, bonus action, Hunter's Mark. So that'll mark. That hits. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. As you see, one good hit like that, and possibly will go down.
I mean, that's the hope. But yeah, you know, we pop up, we give it the old running jump kick. Is Evil Carl still hanging out?
Yeah, she is still staring at you, just not looking good. She's pretty bloodied. She's missing medication.
All right. Well, I guess she's gonna have to get flurry of blows then.
Don't you have a second attack?
Oh, you know what I do? Yeah, let's go ahead and take the second one before I waste flurry of blows.
Well, you also put up Hunter's Mark, so that means you don't get a bonus action.
Yeah, you
That
won't
was
get your
bonus
flurry,
action.
but you will have advantage having Carl on the other side flanking.
Well,
For a
then the
24,
second attack does still land. Then yes.
it does land with the advantage. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tell me how the other Carl dies.
So it's not meant to be this grave, awful thing, but other Carl, basically I come up, I give the flying kick to other Carl. Obviously, super armored, it kind of like clanks a little bit, like moves the headpiece to the side. As other Carl gets angry and can't see and is looking to swing, I just I sweep the leg, Johnny. I sweep the leg,
Very
and
nice.
Carl is done.
She falls down awkwardly, like a grandma falling downstairs, except it's just literally 3 feet to the ground, and bangs her head on the back and starts bleeding out, looking into the sky, as if her final look was the sky and clouds moving. As
It's like a dramatic Life Alert commercial when they're like rolling down the stairs. There's no
I'm falling,
stairs.
I can't get up.
she's gripping her
I'm
necklace
falling.
button, but not pushing it. 100%.
Exactly.
All right, Carl's gonna go over and take that Eugene. And just be like, I'm your
Nice.
mommy
You
now.
now have a
Eugene
pseudo
Steeler.
dragon Eugene, a what is it, Hydra Eugene? The 5 heads?
Yeah,
Yep.
5-headed Hydra.
And
Oh.
the
And
Manticore Eugene. So
Yeah.
Manticore,
So-
Hydra, and pseudo dragon.
Yeah, and
Yep,
I think
we
I
now have a
named.
dinosaur AAA and a bear AAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, petting zoo. Let's do this.
Yes.
You'll
The monster
see.
petting zoo. We all just retire after this.
I've had to start lining up your
Like, we give
tokens
us
on the
a
board.
choice.
Like, you see how I have them lined up on the board?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where it's like I have to keep an order of like what do we have for each person. It's like, okay, we have 2 Steves, we have 2 Brogans, or 3 Steves, 2 Brogans, 2 AAAs. Like,
What's that little thing that's under Zari's icon?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, wear pants. That's
oh,
so
Look,
the way you guys see it
Look,
in the corner.
wear
Yeah.
pants is serious.
Yeah, the way you guys see it in the corner, it's a little homunculus. It's a shaming icon. It's a shame. It's a shaming homunculus. So it shames like Brogan at the gym. Anyway, as we start looking around, you see the bodies on the ground. Brogan, you hear immediately as all the stuff is stopped, the other Brogan puts his musket back on his back and he looks over at you and points at the 2 bodies on the ground and he goes, meh, and puts his hands up in the air, shoulders up, like, meh.
Look, they're your friends. That's your cup of tea, big guy. I got no complaints.
Well, alive,
Well-
Jeffrey. Grab my friends and throw them on the Steves.
This is
So
be
it's
a
the
really
smell-
high tower of bodies.
It's the smell of blam and decaying flesh together. I love this.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
just a
this.
pile.
No.
Can we say that Blam just smells like decaying flesh? Because
Well,
we
that-
don't
that-
know what it smells like.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
just
the same
more
thing. It's
death.
the same thing.
No, I don't like
Just
that.
all death.
It's not all bad indeed.
Steve's
As
like waking up with like 5 bodies.
As we start to get moving further, we start looking around and we are in a jungle. We now have a slew of friends hanging out with us right now. We have our second Brogan. We have two other Steves on top of this sleigh that is now being pulled by Jeffrey with all of the weight in the back. Now has two bodies of the other Brogan's friends. We now have our party moving forward and three AAAs, a Metal Dog AAA, a Bear AAA, and a T-Rex AAA, all hanging out with the party. As you hear, you start to hear the sun is. You start to hear an announcement as the sun is going down, and you look up at the stars, and you hear, "Hello, hello. This is King Harold. For real, this is not Fenrir, not Fenrir at all." As it
What do you
echoes
want
through the
from me?
island, and he says,
Insight check.
"You can insight it. Go for it."
Yeah. Fen Daddy, who are you lying to? I called you on this
Let's
day
see.
one.
Let's see how stupid Carl is. 12.
A 12. You're like, well, you look over at Brogan. Could be Fenrir, could not be Fenrir. I don't know.
I don't know. And my hearing aid's kind of losing its battery power here. I need to get new batteries for it.
It says, well,
Carol,
now
I
that
told you to charge that before we left.
I was asleep. I
Still.
got knocked out, and then I woke up on an island next to another me.
Same, but different.
yeah, you hear an echo going through. Hello, hello. Yeah, so this is definitely not Fenrir. If you all are done, I have an announcement to make. Announcement to make. There are only 4 of the parties left. You have all been granted a reprieve for the night to rest, enjoy your evening, grab a drink, maybe eat some food. For tomorrow, only one party shall be alive in the end.
That's what she said.
I don't really know what to make of that. So, like, are we able to like talk back to him, or is he
You
the
can
only
yell
one
out.
able
It's
to
totally
talk?
cool. Yeah, you're just hearing it echo throughout this island.
What is what does it have to do with if we're cool with the other parties? This is kind of
Yeah,
a
we
lame
all joined
setup.
as one party.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't hear you all. I've got to go. I've got someone. There's someone drowning on the other line.
You're
As
so full of crap, Fen Turd.
as he hangs up.
Honestly.
um, the other Brogan looks at you and says, "Well, I don't need to be told to rest twice, huh?"
I mean, you could be told to rest twice. It's quite easy.
He looks over at the other Zari that's on the sled that you see Jeffrey pulling still about like a quarter mile behind you, and then looks back to you and raises one eyebrow, Zari.
I don't trust you. Go away. I will. Get out. Get out before I decide to kill you. Get out.
Well then, Zari, we shall have a bit of sport in our sleeps, shan't we?
Oh, fuck no. I will attack him. I don't trust him. He's going to kill us all.
I was gonna say, was he flirting?
He's that good at it. It's you don't know. It's like, is he threatening to kill me? Is he flirting with me? Like
No, Zari knows that he's flirting, and Carl's like,
it's a 5 charisma, so you're not picking up on much here. Like he is not rolling
Oh.
through much.
He's just being very straightforward.
Zara's just like, Triple A's. He try anything, eat him.
Can I try anything to eat him?
That's to Triple A, not to you.
No, I know. He's repeating you, and he's looking down at AAA, and he's saying, So this is where we stand. I help you in battle. As he points back as the bodies finally arrive behind. And you are going to threaten me.
Where's Brogan?
You see him
Brogan
sitting
would go
there
find
trying to
alcohol.
pep talk Jeffrey as like they're just arriving, and he's just sitting there pep talking Jeffrey at the moment. And
Yeah,
also
then my
Brogan,
answer
his
is
internet
yes.
just
My
died, so
answer
he's
is
on
yes,
his way
I
back
will
in
threaten
right
you.
now. But
And I will quickly cast Branding Smite on my mace.
Whoa. No reason to get all hasty now. We can set up camp and all be friends. It sounds like if you're going to cast Branding Smite on your mace and threaten me, we may be better friends than we thought.
Yeah, and I'm going to hit him. I will fight him one-on-one if I have to.
Brogan, you see, now that you're back, Zari
Sorry
is
about that.
all good, man. It happens. You see, Zari is had been slightly rude, making a joke to the other Brogan, and this other Brogan had told Zari that he might be up for a bit of sport. Um, in the night,
He wasn't flirting. I know what you're thinking. He wasn't flirting.
he wasn't
No,
flirting.
no. That's not what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is that I'm gone for a third of a second, and Zari is picking a fight with the other
Yes.
version of me, whereas I graciously accepted and loved this other version of AAA. So I am feeling very put out at the moment.
I like you, my Brogan, the most. I cannot deal with another one. It will physically hurt me.
Carl's gonna come in and be like, Brogan, we know you were hamming it up with Jeffrey just now, so you weren't paying attention. But this guy here, this other Brogan, he kind of started it. And
Okay, so
Nari's trying to defend herself.
So let me play devil's advocate here because let's just go ahead and run through this. So all those other Eugenes, did they start it? Are we gonna get rid of them there, Miss Carl? Is that how we're doing? No. Hold on. We're gonna run through the whole gambit now. So no. So those alive versions of AAA, the non-metal ones, are they bad now? Is that what we're doing? Are we now listening to what Fenrir, King Harold, says about how there can only be one?
Is
this the team set up?
People. No, we're not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that.
We might fight while we're asleep. Like, it's not like we said, hey, there's another Brogan, we should probably kill him. No, he was basically saying like, oh, we're not gonna sleep, then I guess like I must keep an eye out because maybe we're gonna fight.
So he was like, I'll take watch, and you guys took issue with that? I'm a little confused.
Brogan,
because everything that you're saying right now sounds like pure shenanigans, and that he was fine. Also, he wears pants, which is better than 3 out of the 8 people that have existed in this party. So if we're gonna pick that fight,
I have never not worn pants.
I will not kill Steve in his sleep for not wearing pants for the past week. Do you honestly think I am not petty enough to do that? Because, sir, I am petty enough to do that.
You never killed Phil, and he's been pantless for months. I'm just calling a spade, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Also, you killed your other Brogan, so it's not like this is we're not like he was okay at first, but he started the confrontation with Zari, and we just felt uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, the only time I got involved, you guys have been swung on already. I've been very accepting.
And throws it on the ground. I say she started it.
Oh,
sir. Buddy, I will fight
sir,
you. Let's go. Let's
end
this.
No. He does that, I bite my thumb at thee. I bite my thumb at thee, sir.
His glove.
Yeah.
Smacks you with it.
I have thrown my glove. I have just had a thumb bitten at me, and I've just been slapped with a de-fingered glove.
That's big.
Not take this shame. Brogan, I will sleep elsewhere and watch you all in the night like a predator, but not pounce because I have the moral high ground.
That just makes you sound like a creeper. That's really weird. I'm kind of with the girls on this one now.
This is what Brogan, he was been doing.
I will take the bodies of my friends and leave. I will stuff them myself.
That's very okay. That was 100% the plan to begin with. Takedown. We're good.
And,
we're good. Yeah,
maybe
leave.
Don't say that when you're trying to flirt with Zari. I mean, very
I'm not trying to flirt.
uncomfortable.
I mean, Zari is very nice. Don't get me wrong. She's a lot actually nicer than the other Zari.
Do you not see the wedding ring of go away? It's
That's
very
so true.
real.
I'm so sorry. I never hit on married women. I am so sorry.
So not only are you the worst, but you're a home wrecker and you know what? You're not my type of Brogan. It's fine.
You know
it's fine. I'm with the girls here.
I think this is mutual. I'm going to take my dead bodies and go elsewhere.
Carl's going to take a shot at him.
Oh my God. Do it. I'm distracting him. Do it. I'm distracting him.
Can I get advantage?
We're a team.
You both. I'll give Zari and Carl an advantage on the attack.
My stuff is so bad.
Carl, that was not the time to roll average on both rolls.
You have
Good-
your
I have
good
smite
job,
up
Zari.
there.
right once that was 8, so 13.
13. So you at least do 13 on him, hitting him with the mace as the bullet flies wide. He looks at you and says, "Well then, I hope it was worth it before you all die." Roll in to initiative.
Numbers, bro. Wait, Jeffrey, duck, protect those hams, sir.
And
You see
also,
he dives
sleeping
ass first
friend.
behind the pile of bodies.
That's what I'm saying. Ask first, duck, Jeffrey.
I love how you told Jeffrey to protect himself while Steve is asleep in the middle of this fight.
Oh yeah,
Steve's
with
a
pile of
barbarian.
bodies,
He's
like
a big girl. He's fine.
5 bodies
He's
alive.
asleep. He's
the
not like he can
blam
defend
in
himself.
him will probably protect him.
Yeah,
No
if
one
he
wants
gets
to
hit,
release
it
gas.
just bounces off him because of the blam.
Oh
He
yeah.
has an insane amount of
Also,
blam
if you kill
protection.
him, I think there's just going to be explosion of blam gas out of his body from his fart.
We'll all
Oh my
die.
god, maybe it'll
Help
poison the
everyone
other
else.
Brogan.
I can't
Like
take that
mustard
type
gas.
of blam damage.
Yeah.
Carl, go for it. As you are top of the order.
I was first.
Yeah, you're
Wow,
first.
my one good roll today. All right, Carl's gonna shoot at him again. Really?
Better.
Well, that
And
is
I'm gonna add a
go for it.
grip point.
Awesome. So it's -9 plus.
I'm going to make it a violent shot, which is +2 to firearms misfire score. If the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grip point spent. And I only have 1 grip point. So I am going to add a d10.
Awesome.
1.
For another one. Good try.
Solid.
It's
Guys,
it's something.
seriously, I need a multi-class or something. We're gonna have to talk about this.
I think you're just
I
unlucky
need the
tonight.
multi-class.
Yeah, I mean, the Matt Mercer Gunslinger is a fun class to play, but there are some levels you hit where it's like, am I doing anything in this game? Really? Like, it's tough.
Yeah, so 10 damage.
Very nice. And roll a d20, I think, because of the, I guess when
On
you
the
use the grit,
misfire.
right?
Yeah.
You're fine. It does not break. Brogan, you are up.
All right. Well, how far away is he?
He is like he's about 10 feet from all of
Oh,
you.
that's right. I have a second attack because I'm level 5.
Yeah.
I'm so
yeah, go
sorry,
for it.
Brogan.
No,
Take the
do your
shot.
thing.
Take the shot.
It's been 2 weeks, guys. I'm so sorry.
All good. That 10 doesn't do it, but good try. Good try.
I almost hit Steve.
Yeah, literally,
That's
it
what
just
happened.
shoots
I
one of the
almost hit
Steves.
Steve.
Like it lands inside the bard. Steve.
As long as it doesn't hit the hams on Jeffrey, we're
Yeah,
good.
he's hiding
we're,
right now.
We're
He-
good.
He's on the.
You're a terrible friend to Steve. You're like, as long as it doesn't hit Jeffrey's butt.
Yeah, he's
Steve-
on the GIF side.
Steve rages in his sleep. You know how angry he is? He's a base 7 angry. Steve's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
His armor class is higher while he's asleep
Yeah,
because he's so mad.
That
His-
might
his-
be true.
his armor class with indigestion is huge. So Brogan, you are up.
All right. If I'm only 10 feet away, we're gonna go ahead and do the basey base, and we're just gonna declare it now. It doesn't matter. We're gonna use the extra attack, but we're also gonna flurry of blows. We're gonna throw five swings on this guy. We're going straight Bruce Lee.
Love it.
So here we go. All right, let's get weird.
So 16 AC, 17 hits, 17 hits, 16 hits, 19 hits. As we are looking at, here we go. That is 8 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7. That's 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 damage. As he does not look good.
We just throw a bunch of the 1-inch punch stuff on him, and we're just giving him the old 1-2s. And then so we drop to only 2 key points, but I know I only get so many or a single bonus action, but
well, I think your flurry is your bonus action.
Yeah.
no, it is. But I do get to do where is it? because this is
We're gonna
off
take
my
after
turn.
this. It's fine.
Oh no, I can't do that at the same time. Well, I guess yeah, we'll just do that then. We'll just go hard in the paint. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's 100% to play.
As that does some great damage on him, as he is not looking good. Actually, he is not looking good. Perfectly teed up for Zari and one of the triple A's that Zari chooses, I guess.
All right. Zari's going to go across from Brogan, so she has advantage, and it's hit him with her mace twice.
Ooh,
Also,
first one looking good.
21 hits, 14 does not for 6, and almost dead.
Then triple A is going to come in.
Which one?
That's plus. Hold on, it's actually plus something.
Which one? The triple A, the dog?
7. My dog. 7 plus 7. 12 plus 7.
That hits.
Oh,
You can
okay,
have
perfect.
the dinosaur just eat him.
I was gonna say if it doesn't hit, you have advantage either way.
6
But...
points of force damage.
Tell me how he dies.
Mel triple A goes in and basically pounces onto him as he bites into his jugular, and then he drags the gift Brogan over to the other triple A's so they can eat.
And they are now
he does not need to eat. Yeah. He doesn't need to eat.
And I promised him that. What a good owner.
Can all the Eugenes kind of go and start eating too?
Oh yeah, for sure. All 3 of them are now
Cool.
trampling off on the way over.
I was gonna say the Hydra has 5 heads. They're probably hungry.
Oh yeah, they're all going at it. As it's like we now have again, it's the Manticore, the Pseudo Dragon, and the Hydra Eugenes.
And the Mel triple A is kind of like looking at everyone as they're eating, just wondering, does that taste good? Is it good? What is eating?
Gross.
The perfect
The way dogs are.
Inquisitor dog eyes, the judgy dog eyes, as they are. We know them well. As the Steves don't wake up an inch, and we still have the 2 bodies on them, you see Jeffrey pop his head up, and he goes, "Is it over yet?"
Yeah, you can go ahead and toss the 2 bodies in the sand. They're not important. Either the triple A's or the Eugenes can eat them. It doesn't matter.
Wonderful. I'll leave them.
Yeah. I know it just makes it heavier for you. You're great. And way to go, booty up, big guy. I'm proud of you.
Yep, here to help, guys. Wow. I mean, I did take an internship with the Thieves Guild. I mean, I didn't know I was taking it with the Thieves Guild, but I thought it would help me with college. And then all of a sudden, I got roped into this. So
I was just picturing Jeffrey getting up behind the scenes like this first and then came up.
College admission. Just think about that. You helped save the universe.
That is true.
He's like reverse downward dog getting up, just like hold on.
Yeah, first.
As he's doing.
Is everything okay now?
Yeah, he stands butt first.
I'm gonna make my way through all the Eugenes and Triple A's and kind of like pick out all like the brewing supplies off of like the now dead Brogan. I'm like, well, he's not gonna use them. They're not important anymore.
You find
does he have a
bone knife, bone handled +1 dagger if you want it on his person.
Ooh.
Sweet, I'll take that.
Does the other Carl have anything cool I can take?
This Carl has a +1 greatsword.
I don't think I can use that.
You see, if you were to search the pockets of the gunslinger, you find that there are, he has 1 +1 repeating pistol.
Ooh, I'll hold on to that.
And as you look around, like, what do you guys want to do now that Steve is clearly going to be sleeping on this pile of Steves, which is probably the most comfortable thing Steve does for Steve. You guys want to keep looking around, or?
If we know there are only 4 groups left, since we know there's the Circle of Doom, is the Circle of Doom anywhere close to us, or are we good to camp out and chill? Because we haven't rested yet.
You can see it's about a quarter mile away, and it hasn't moved in the past hour or so. And it seems like you notice that every like hour or two it moves. So you're in pretty good place. That if he says you're okay for the night, you're probably okay just to get some rest.
I mean, I'm down to get some rest. I mean, up to the group, but like I'm totally down to sleep.
Yeah,
we need to sleep.
Awesome. And you can
Kissing
even
us.
sleep in shifts if you want.
Yeah,
There's
Well,
definitely
before we
sleep.
sleep, I'm gonna do a good old position improvement, dig some fake holes and do some shenanigans.
yeah.
Um, for the other group. Hey, you never know what weird stuff's gonna happen. And I have to take on a little bit of the Steve because Steve's asleep. So I'm gonna do the overworking but under useful
Big boy
dad
work.
vibe. Exactly. And just dig a bunch of fake holes and stuff and then be like, okay, I'm good.
Zari, question: does AAA sleep?
He does not. He can stay awake all night. The male dog can.
I was gonna say,
does
since
not
Steve's
get
Can't
asleep
bear.
and we all kind of need to get rest,
So
maybe AAA can stand guard and
yeah.
like wake us up if anything comes near us.
Zari's at least going to take one shift just because she wants to be on the safe side.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can
Oh,
take a shift maybe towards the end once I've gotten a rest.
I trust the girls. I'm gonna do the position improvement and pass the F out.
but as you're doing
He's drunk.
position improvement, you do find a chest. One of the
Oh
chests
no.
laying around.
That wasn't the plan. I dug it up on accident. What is this shenanigans? I go to
As you
open it.
open it, you see inside is an immovable rod. It moves when you pick it up, but
Ooh.
All right. Well, this is worth nothing to me. Sorry, you've given me unlimited alcohol. Here you go. Would you like the immovable rod?
Sure, unless you want it, Carl.
No, it's way too big for me.
I'll find a use
So
for
many
it.
jokes.
I'm here for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I hand it off though. Brogan has no care at all about this item, so
Cool. I'll put it in the back of holding.
literally the most useful thing our party has found. And I'm like, here you go.
As
Hey, I knew someone that would drown people and then just put it on it and then put their head underwater and it
Yep.
would work fine, like multiple times.
Put their
Did
head in
this.
Why are you so angry, Carl?
Just shove it in front of the
I
carriage.
didn't do this.
wheel.
Another person in another game I played did this.
All I'm hearing is you're a real mean mom for Eugene.
Eugene's a really
are,
mean
that's
child for
not-
me. I mean, he literally chewed my shoe today and
He
over.
is
doesn't say anything else.
and 3 people, so he is a little turd.
As the night winds down, we now have confessions for the group.
Oh.
Let's roll a d20. The lowest roll will go first. Wow,
The
it's
only
looking like
time I
Brogan.
rolled a crit.
It's gonna go Brogan, Carl, and Zari. Brogan, what are you thinking?
Ooh.
Let's you walk into the confession booth in the jungle. It's a jungle themed confession booth.
So as Brogan walks in, we will also see Dinosaur AAA kind of wander in. And I'm sitting there holding the stout glass of old Brogan, and I'm like, I love our group. I do, guys. They are my favorites. But it would have been nice to have one semi-alcoholic, normalized into being a little bit dumb friend, just for a little bit. And the one time I tried, he turns out to be a perverted weirdo. This is so unfair. Like we got 3 groups left to grind through, and then the imaginary Fenrir that's not Fenrir, and and then I got to go back to the 40 not kids that are definitely not mine. If they don't have dragon tails, they're not mine. I'm not believing it. Everyone here is just ridiculous. But oh man, the break. The break would just be nice. I hope Blam or someone's got another sponsorship because I'm about to be so broke and so sad. Looking at you, says Sending Stones made $0 off saving the universe. And then he will walk out in a huff, crushing the never-ending bottle of liquor.
Love it. As yeah, maybe the gym will make you some money. You just got to add more phone chargers, man. Just more phone chargers. Next is we've got Carl in the confession
Right.
booth.
Carl's gonna come in and I picture all the Eugenes are having their little snack. So Carl's having a mom break and she has this coconut that's like twice as big as her, like half the size as her, and a giant umbrella. drinking it straw, and she's sipping, and it's just like Kula or something like that. And she's like, I'm really thinking of restarting the farm. Because last time it got burnt down by bad people. And there was also that time when I met Brogan and he built he built a brothel across the street. That was fine for the most part. Like, it didn't really deter from my business because I sold farming stuff and he had another line of business, so it never crossed paths or anything like that. But I really think I'm starting the farm again and maybe just calling it Eugene Land or something like that. Maybe like have a petting zoo to keep up like the income. Maybe Zari can come up with some sort of gadgets to sell in like a gift shop. I don't know. And she's gonna take another sip again and just kind of ponder.
Very nice. As the camera pans on the pondering of what this may look like in the future, Zari, we come to you in the jungle deserted or jungle island theme of the confession booth. What do you have to say?
Zari's currently sitting down, her legs crossed in front of her. She has taken the other Brogan's almost never ending flask and is drinking out that while the party gets rest. Not letting Brogan realize that she is going to get drunk tonight.
Yeah.
She didn't know it, but now she does.
And she's just like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm done. I might take up drinking with Brogan just to deal with this. This is getting ridiculous.
Love it.
As she just keeps drinking, and you just see Zari just swigging pure bourbon, basically.
As you're
like it's nothing.
Downing pure bourbon in front of the camera, as your scene starts to close out, the camera pans out slightly to a large, like 5 foot high bear that's just walking across the screen that has a metal dog just on all fours on its back as it's just riding, walking back past the screen. As it is a metal dog like standing on a bear, almost like it's like a cutout kind of a thing, like perfectly just like standing there as the bear moves.
I picture Brogan's not asleep yet and he's still like super drunk and sees this.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely thinking I've had my fill, and I'm like, well, okay, this is the roll over and fall asleep and cuddle next to the Blamfart Steve time.
Yeah, like this is the realization. You're like, so this is the bottom of the glass as you're watching it walk by, like.
We all get there. Some fall hard, some fall soft.
A fantastic session, and thank you guys. Steve should be back next week as we rock and roll through this. Thank everyone for watching, like, following, subscribing. We have been building slowly our followers and people who are interested. So thank you all for that. Thank our players. You guys did great today. That was so much fun. And we will see you all next week, 6:45 Tuesday on the Adventure Highway Twitch stream. Check us out on YouTube and Spotify throughout the week. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you next week.
Next week.